I'm going to talk today about the anime community, both online and in general. And frankly, the thing about the anime, manga, the otaku community, I guess, in the whole, is that for the most part, it's divided into two basic groups. There's the people that are really into one series and are dicks about it, and then there's like everybody else. And these, and you know who I'm talking about. I mean, they're just people that, you say anything bad about a series, they're gonna freak the fuck out about it. Also, those people tend to be in the other major division as far as the otaku community goes, over, self-denial, I guess. I don't know, putting themselves in a closet, if you will. Having people that know about their online, they're into anime and manga, and then people that don't know in their own lives, and then they tell people to be quiet about it. And those people tend to be people that are into like one or two series, and they're really hardcore about it, and they're real douchebags about anything anybody says about it. And it's one of those things that really just makes it hard to be online and take them seriously, in my opinion. I mean, I understand people are at different stages in life, and that, it's embarrassing. Who really opens up with the line if you're hitting on somebody, hey, you look beautiful and I'm into anime? Nobody does that. Well, maybe some people do, but they're probably alone in their basement, like me. No, but in general, it's an interesting dichotomy between the two groups. I think the problem is that I think it's kind of an evolutionary step as far as otakus go. Like, you have phase one. When people find out about anime, I think it's kind of like a phase they go through. They have one series they really like, and then what ends up happening is they end up learning about new series, different manga that they should check out, and they might go to a convention. Conventions are amazing. They are the most friendly people in the world. I mean, everybody's like your best friend there. I mean, people want to take pictures. People are in costume. It's like Halloween, almost. There's no candy though, but you get to watch movies for free. So, and they're not like, oh, my arm got chopped off. Oh, I didn't see that coming. They're good, decent shows, and lots of them times they have premieres, and it's a lot of fun. I got sidetracked. Anyway, I think it's an evolution because you don't end up going to those conventions if you just like one series. You end up going to those conventions if you're a fan of the overall industry. And the other trap that ends up happening is when people get defined by that to a certain extent. It's kind of the other side of the coin. There's people that are ashamed of it, and then there's people that end up getting their entire lives defined by this aspect of their life. Like, I mean, even if you're the most hardcore otaku, you eat what your characters eat in online series and stuff, there's still an aspect of your life that's going to be independent. You're still going to be in the real world, I mean, that's kind of just how it is. I mean, even if you have one of those, games where if you go to a restaurant, you get extra points with, you know what I'm saying. You're still in the real world. So I think that defining human beings as otaku or not is the other trap. Is that, no one is 100% otaku. Or if there are them, they are very few in between. And most people they're just people, I mean, they might do anime for fun on occasion. And they might read a book about, I don't know, Jersey Shore the next. I mean, that's kind of what people are. And I think those are the two major traps the otaku community has. I mean, in between them, though, is a great landscape with great people, great group channels, and everybody's really, there is a sense of community there. Now, I mean, you can, it's interesting because there's that sense of community, but at the same time, watching anime and reading manga is almost exclusively an individual activity. You can't really, you can read out loud to somebody, but if you're reading manga, I mean, you're looking at pictures, I mean, you don't really do that as a group setting. So I think that might be one of the reasons why the community aspect is stronger, because they don't have that in the individual books, in the individual series. I mean, I guess you could watch a series together, but be honest with yourself. How many times do you watch a series alone or with, maybe one or two friends, then versus like a movie theater scenario where you go with a huge group of people and you're all kind of, you might even rip on the movie. Kind of like if you ever have been to a movie on the first day, you kind of know what I mean. Like the zealots show up, the people that are really passionate, and it's amazing. Like, I mean, if you've ever been to a Harry Potter movie, like even the first week, or Star Wars movie when they came out, the people are like into that shit, and they talk about it in the theater, and they're like, they just start throwing out random quotes, and it's amazing, and people, they're really into it, and they're having a great time. It's not kind of like that, except for conventions. I guess that's the exception. I mean, but then Star Wars has got conventions too. So yeah, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I like the community, but at the same time, I think that it's got outlying groups that cause problems for it. But to be honest, I don't really mind those outlying groups. I think that individuals that just like one or two series are really into it it's a necessary stepping point. I mean, onto it. It's just, you don't need to be such a dick about it, I guess is what I'm saying. I understand you gotta like one series, then another series, and then you got a wider aspect of it. I get that. But if they were just a little bit less of a dick, or maybe I'm talking to somebody like that, just relax. You'll find another series you like. Maybe it's Mecha. Maybe it's Slice of Life. I don't know, but you probably will. I mean, there's thousands of them. Well, maybe not thousands. Well, yeah, probably thousands of them. I mean, so, yeah. And I think that the other side, the 100% otakus, I mean, most people can't live like that for any stretch of time. There is another component in their life that will eventually take over. Eventually. Either that or they'll die in an anime fashion. I mean, I don't know. They'll end up falling into a coma, and I don't know. What's the most common way for an anime character to die? I guess probably fighting, getting blown up in a mecha battle. I mean, if you've ever seen any mecha, I mean, yeah, the main characters live through everything, but I mean, well, not everything, but most of them. And all these other soldiers are just getting wasted along the, process where they fight for victory or peace or whatever the fuck they want to make up. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, I kind of got sidetracked. But that's my point, is that I think that it's a process. People are all kind of end up in the same camp where they, being an otaku is an important part to their life, but it's not their life. Anyway, I've rambled the fuck on way too long. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If not, I'm sorry, I guess, but not really, because it's kind of my channel, my videos, and you shouldn't be watching things you don't like. You should find something that you do like. And yeah, have a great day. Subscribe, comment, rate. Yeah, if you enjoyed it. If not, subscribe anyway. That'll be fun. You get to watch things you don't like. Alright, well, I'll talk to you later. Bye.